I waved my hands around and it stopped recording because it has this thing where if you wave your hands around, it stops and starts. Ugh! I'm hot! I was already just talking. I'm hot. I said, hi! And then I was like, where did that hi come from? Stop! And then the dog kept barking. And then I said, hi, how are you? Okay, anyway, I can't wave my hands. I can't show my hands or it does this weird stuff. Hi, I haven't made a video for a while. Something always gets in the way when I do. This is a Kmart cup. I'm not trying to be aesthetic. No, it's Stanley. Just kidding. I don't think that's even a thing anymore. I'm sweating. And I have really broken hair at the top from when I chemically straightened my hair. So it just goes bing. Stay down there for a while. There. Fan away from the... Oh, I'm hot. I was just like doing some housework and stuff. Okay, so I haven't made a video for a while. Oh my gosh, every time I try to start talking, the dog comes in and starts trotting around and going... How are you guys going? If you stumble across this at all. I always disappear for years at a time from YouTube. It's just what I do. It doesn't really bother anyone. Though I have had a few comments saying, so where are you? Are you still on Manjaro? Blah, blah, blah. So I am currently on Manjaro, but it's a very on-off thing for me because it just gives me horrible side effects. It really doesn't agree with me. Loads of digestive issues, way more fatigue, feeling depressed about the fatigue, insomnia, much more dizziness because I already struggle with like chronic vertigo, dizziness, fatigue issues, autoimmune stuff anyway, so it just makes it so much worse. But I'm currently on it very low dose just because I have a $500 pen in there in the fridge that lasts me 3 months because I split the doses. I'm not recommending that, but my doctor's is aware that I do that because sometimes I've stopped Manjaro purely because of financial reasons. As you increase doses, it gets more and more expensive. Oh my gosh, are they home already? Well, then I can't make this video. They were going out somewhere and it's been like half an hour and back. There's just going to be all this shouting now. Oh well, I want to make this, but it's going to be super distracting. And I have autism, so I'm already like... It makes me sound like a great mother. Are they back already? So... I don't think I can do this. I'll try. I wanted to keep it short too, and that's just... Hi. You're back quicker than I thought. What was I saying? I'm so welcoming. I was just saying I feel that way too. I think you've caught my disease of fatigue. No, our son is very, very hyperactive. The kindergarten initiated an assessment for him for ADHD and stuff, even though he's turning 4 soonish. I don't know. I just said, I'll sign whatever you want me to. We'll try certain therapies out if needed. I didn't initiate it, but Noah has 2 neurodivergent parents. I have autism and inattentive ADHD and OCD and PTSD and just like so it's not surprising, but I don't know. How do you really tell with a 3 and a 3-quarter-year-old. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not worried about it, put it that way. I was in the past massively worried. Oh, when he was younger, those maternal child health appointments, always saying, this is an issue, this is an issue. Can he meow like a cat? Well, I've never tried to teach him to meow like a cat, so no, always delayed. Anyway, he's very intelligent, he's very sweet, he's very emotional in a positive way, in a negative way. His energy is almost limitless. It's hard to keep up with. But he's, obviously, we wouldn't change him for the world. And a lot of these therapies just feel like they're trying to, I feel like as an older parent, you know, I'm nearly 40. I feel like as an older parent, I stifle my son's energy levels anyway. I'm not wearing my ring. I don't wear it to clean and stuff. I'm not getting out now. I already feel like I'm stifling that for him anyway, so to do all these therapies to try and like increase his attention span and make him behave more appropriately, I don't know, I'll try it, but hey, show you, oh, that's not the one. Dan has like a hobby passion project / side hustle, because he sells them for quite a lot sometimes, of making guitars, because he used to do that as an employed job when he was a lot younger. But we've both been doing disability support for decades now, but he still likes to make them, which is cool. He's really good at it. This is going to be all over this place. So, oh my gosh, where do I start? Did you have fun going out, Bubba? You didn't say hi to me.
So I cut the shape.
Hi.
I cut the shape.
Show it over here.
That's not going to look very good now.
Yeah, I know, but it's...
Hasn't been sanded or anything. It's just a basic shape.
He got a wood table and then epoxy, and it's all like clear and blue under there.
Yeah, once it's polished, it'll look good. Sanded.
Why are there always like random crystals around here? They're real. They were like, we found them. Inattentive, ADHD TV. A black pebble. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was like, oh, I'll quickly make a video since you're taking him out, but then I thought, are they going to be 15 minutes or are they going to be 2 hours? I don't know.
Oh, half an hour or so.
Yeah, I had a shower though.
You want my nanny?
That takes me forever. Oh my gosh, it's already at 8 minutes and I've said nothing. I wanted to keep this short. Oh my gosh, this is so sweaty and going all wavy.
Banana or something.
I chemically straightened, like relaxed my hair at home, but it didn't really work on the top very well, plus I've got regrowth. So, anyway, this video is so pointless. Okay, let's try and get to the facts. My son's doing well. My mum has a terminal illness. She's got diagnosed 2 years ago with motor neuron disease. Some people, you know, MND, ALS, whatever you want to call it. She's deteriorated a lot, and she now has 24-hour disability staff working in her home, which is a huge blessing, and thank God I got her on the NDIS right before she turned 65. Otherwise we would be absolutely screwed. So she's got 2 staff that overlap for when she needs to go to bed, get out of bed, have a shower, things like that. And then she has like sleepover staff, and yeah, they've been really, really good. Dan and I work in disability, and I can honestly say that most disability companies in Victoria are horrific, trash, money stealing, completely dodgy, horrible, immoral people. But this company actually seems very proactive, and yeah, I've had them for like 6 months now, I think, and they've been really good. So thank God for that. MND Victoria did recommend the company to me, saying obviously they can't guarantee anything, but they said we have used this company before and they have experience with MND and it has worked out well. So that's the only positive thing I can say about that, because my mum uses a wheelchair, she can't talk and can't eat anymore, she's tube fed, and that shit. And it's terminal, obviously. So that sucks. There's a lot of stuff to deal with, a lot of admin stuff surrounding it too. Like she lives 45 minutes away and I'm often driving there to, do doctor's appointments for her because I'm a power of attorney. I can't, there's certain things that I can do with that to spare her the effort, because obviously she needs to save every little tiny bit of energy she could possibly have, if you could even call it energy at this point. But it can always be worse. She's not having a trach or anything yet, which I need to have a discussion with her again about her wishes, because things change. I need to have that discussion with her. And all this like paperwork always goes missing. It's so hard to keep track of all this stuff, and as a person with autism, I find it really, all this admin stuff of my own life and a bit of someone else's, and I just like, I have meltdowns over it. But I'm glad that I can help my mum in any way that I can. What else? Dan's pretty good. We're both just really, really exhausted. I'm really, really, really still struggling with chronic fatigue. I quit alcohol a few months ago and that was tough. But the chronic fatigue is still just absolutely terrible. I'm dead tired all of the time, dizzy all of the time, and I get this feel like I'm gonna pass out a lot, and it's just so frustrating. I need to go to bed earlier. I am sabotaging myself in that way. But despite all of that, I am still way more active than I was before. I am living such a healthier lifestyle. I do tons of gardening, lots of housework, decluttering. I go to the gym, not a lot lately. I went yesterday, but I'm always sore. I've always got so much physical pain. But I guess, the mind wants to do all these things and the body's like, no, please stop. But I'm like, no, I want to do these things. It's frustrating. It's what my mum went through for her whole life as well. Way before she got MND, she had all of these issues. My family is so autoimmune and chronic fatigue and all that kind of stuff. I do want to go to the doctor and sort of, I guess, stop tolerating it as much and go in and demand and say, hey, look, I need way more serious help with this, because I've been putting up with this crap for decades and I don't want to feel this tired anymore. I use my CPAP every night because I've got sleep apnea. It's really frustrating, but it could be worse. And I can still physically force myself to do things. It's just not very fun. And so I guess what I should say is that with the alcohol, basically every time that I was doing all those crazy challenges on YouTube and trying to lose weight and doing a juice fast and all these crazy things, it was because I was trying to quit drinking alcohol. I was trying to deal with an addiction, and I'm a very black and white thinker, so I was like, I'm just gonna do all of this crazy stuff and that'll snap me out of this. But I don't know how far I want to go into it, but I am currently a non-drinker. I am abstinent. I don't call myself sober. I don't go to AA. I have a psychologist and I've discussed every aspect of alcohol and my relationship with alcohol with her. I guess the overarching thing is that I'm currently abstinent, and my aim is to be as abstinent as possible throughout my entire life. But I don't do the counting I mean, I know the days and weeks and months on an app, but I don't like go counting it and checking it. I don't get chips. I don't, I that's just not for me. It is for some people, but I find thinking about never, ever, ever, ever really overwhelming. And I know AA is very much like one day at a time. But then a lot of the counting of the days and rehashing old stories about alcohol and thinking and talking about alcohol is, to me, that's like counting the days is like you're thinking about the future, you're thinking about forever, you're thinking about the past. Like I want to think about alcohol as little as possible. And I sort of recognize that, I may have a really bad day in the future at some point, especially because my mum is going to pass away. I may consume some. I don't want to. And I have no interest in becoming a moderate drinker or trying to moderate it and having it like a weekly, monthly, regular part of my life or anything like that, because it's poison. It could have killed me. It's a pretty terrible substance. But I'm not a person that says I'm an alcoholic. And that's not to minimize. I had a very severe addiction. I had liver damage from my addiction. It is full-blown addiction. It was mass quantities that shock most people about how someone could actually consume that much in a day. Thank God I didn't drink drive or do things like that, but my intake was so damaging to myself and my health, and obviously my relationships and things like that. But the main, because my tolerance was so high, I didn't act like a crazy person. I was just murdering my organs and my brain with that poison. So to say I don't identify as an alcoholic or as sober either, does not minimize how serious I take that previous addiction. And does that make sense? I just don't like the terms. I don't view myself as a separate entity from society. I don't want to segregate myself. I don't want to obsess over alcohol. If I consumed it in the future on a really bad day, we just move on and go back to abstinence, because that's a better lifestyle. I won't go any more obsessive with it than that. I can't deal with like sober talk and like create my own sobriety channel no. Because I believe that one day I will sort of screw up, or I view myself as I am ultimately in control of it. So I guess it's not really screwing up. It's just if I did make that decision to consume that, it's not a healthy decision, but if I made that decision, it's my decision. And I'd want to just move on from that as quickly as possible. And I just don't have any interest in having alcohol control me in any way, whether it's extreme sobriety or drinking regularly or binge drinking or any part of the spectrum. I don't want alcohol to have any claws in me or be in my brain every day. So I don't want to talk about it all the time, you know what I mean? So hopefully that made sense. It's like, yeah, it was a big issue and I was very ashamed of it. But I'm currently abstinent. So, but the fatigue is just still so bad. And I have only got 2 minutes left and I've like said hardly anything. Yeah, I mean, I'm a lot healthier. Well, in terms of my weight, because I'm very on-off Manjaro, it doesn't agree with me. It gives me a lot of side effects. It's too expensive. I'm finishing out the pen that I have now, and then I'm just going to do things on my own. Because when I would come off it, I didn't gain staggering amounts of weight or anything. I kept a chunk of it off. Like, I gained 5 kilograms from being off it for months and months and months, which is not terrible or anything. I'm definitely not at my highest weight right now or anything like that, but I do have a lot to lose. Like I think I'm 102 kilos or something. So my highest was like 116, but yeah, I have a lot of body pain and fatigue, and I really want to lose weight for those reasons. And just to be more comfortable, like just being in such a large, heavy body, it's uncomfortable. It's physically uncomfortable, and I have enough physical pain, and physical symptoms were really a huge part of the addiction to alcohol. I was trying to self-medicate. So it's hard now without that, but also life is super, super, super hard with an addiction to alcohol or dealing with hangovers or anything like that. So it's a better choice, obviously, not to poison yourself. I did that medically. It was really, really tough. I actually recorded myself in those very early days going through detox and stuff, and it was horrible. It was really hard. But yeah, other than that, I pretty active, do tons and tons of gardening because we've got like an older house with a really big garden. And I don't know, what else can I say? I'm like questioning why on earth I made this video now. I saw Tammy Lemon did an update, so I was like, oh, maybe I should, I don't know. Because I like the controlled socialization. I like discussing things, but having that like wall of virtual reality. And you know, it can help someone. Not this particular video, but future videos, I don't know. I'm working on all aspects of myself and I'm doing pretty good, but I'm running out of time. Bye. It's gonna cut